Welcome to Quiz Gym HQ's History Quiz. Ready to travel through time and test your knowledge? Whether you're a seasoned historian or just love a good story, this 50-question history quiz is packed with fascinating facts and epic events that'll challenge your brain and maybe even teach you something new. So, grab your thinking cap, get comfy, and let's dive into the past. Question 1. Who was the first Norman king of England? It was William I, also known as William the Conqueror. William the Conqueror took the crown in 1066 after leading the Norman conquest and gaining victory at the Battle of Hastings. Question 2. Which ship sank in 1912? The Titanic. The Titanic sank after hitting an iceberg on its maiden voyage, becoming one of the most infamous maritime disasters in history. Question 3. Which queen ruled longest before Elizabeth II? It was Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria ruled for 63 years from 1837 to 1901. Question 4. What were the medieval Holy Land Wars called? The Crusades. The Crusades were medieval religious wars fought over the Holy Land, lasting from the 11th to the 13th century, profoundly impacting both European and Middle Eastern history. Question 5. Who gave the I Have a Dream speech? It was Martin Luther King Jr., a prominent leader in the American Civil Rights Movement, known for advocating nonviolent resistance against racial segregation and discrimination, delivering his famous I Have a Dream speech in 1963. Question 6. What did suffragettes fight for? It was voting rights. Suffragettes were women activists who fought for the right to vote, playing a crucial role in the women's suffrage movement and ultimately securing voting rights for women in several countries. Question 7. Who built the pyramids of Giza? The Egyptians. The pyramids of Giza, built over 4,000 years ago by the ancient Egyptians, are iconic monuments traditionally believed to be pharaohs' tombs. Question 8. Who was the nurse in the Crimean War? It was Florence Nightingale. Nightingale, a pioneering nurse during the Crimean War, is renowned for revolutionizing battlefield medicine and establishing modern nursing practices. Question 9. What ship brought pilgrims to America? It was the Mayflower. The Mayflower brought the pilgrims to America in 1620, marking the beginning of permanent European settlement in New England. Question 10. Which emperor fiddled while Rome burned? It was Emperor Nero. Emperor Nero is famously associated with the Great Fire of Rome in AD 64, during which he allegedly played music while the city burned. Question 11. Who was the second president of the USA? It was John Adams. John Adams, the second U.S. president, was a founding father who helped draft the Declaration of Independence. Question 12. Which event started World War I? The assassination of Archduke Ferdinand. The 1914 assassination set off a chain of events, including diplomatic conflicts, military mobilizations, and alliances, leading to World War I. Question 13. Who was the British Prime Minister during World War II? It was Winston Churchill. As British Prime Minister during World War II, Churchill provided steadfast leadership and rallied the nation with his inspiring speeches, guiding Britain through its darkest hours. Question 14. Which civilization built Machu Picchu? It was the Inca. Known for its advanced engineering and stunning architecture, The Inca constructed the majestic city of Machu Picchu in the Andes Mountains of Peru. Question 15. What year did the Berlin Wall fall? It was 1989. The fall of the Berlin Wall marked the symbolic end of the Cold War and the reunification of East and West Germany, signifying a new era of hope and unity in Europe. Question 16. Who painted the Mona Lisa? Leonardo da Vinci. Renowned as one of history's greatest artists and thinkers, Da Vinci painted the iconic masterpiece, the Mona Lisa, captivating audiences with its enigmatic smile and exquisite detail. Question 17. Which explorer first circumnavigated the globe? It was Ferdinand Magellan. The Portuguese explorer led the first expedition to circumnavigate the globe, opening up new trade routes and greatly expanding European understanding of the world. Question 18. Who was the Egyptian sun god? It was Ra. The ancient Egyptians worshipped Ra as the powerful sun god, attributing to him the creation and sustenance of the world, and honoring him in numerous temples and religious rituals. Question 19. Which battle ended Napoleon's rule? Waterloo. The Battle of Waterloo in 1815 marked the final defeat of Napoleon Bonaparte and ended his rule as Emperor of France, reshaping the political landscape of Europe. Question 20. Who was the famous female pharaoh of Egypt? It was Hatshepsut. One of ancient Egypt's most successful pharaohs, Hatshepsut significantly expanded trade and built impressive monuments, leaving a lasting legacy. Question 21. What was the medieval plague called? The Black Death. The Black Death swept through Europe in the 14th century, caused widespread devastation, killing millions and profoundly affecting the course of European history. Question 22. Who wrote Hamlet? It was William Shakespeare, one of history's greatest playwrights. Hamlet is a tragedy about the Prince of Denmark seeking revenge against his uncle for murdering his father. Question 23. Which Roman emperor was assassinated in 44 BC? It was Julius Caesar. Caesar's assassination by a group of senators on the Ides of March in 44 BC led to political upheaval and the eventual downfall of the Roman Republic. Question 24. What ancient wonder was in Babylon? The Hanging Gardens of Babylon. One of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, the Hanging Gardens were a magnificent feat of engineering and horticulture, known for their lush greenery and architectural beauty. Question 25. Which empire used hieroglyphics? The Egyptian Empire. Ancient Egypt, renowned for its advanced civilization, used hieroglyphics as its primary form of written communication, showcasing its cultural sophistication and artistic achievements. Congratulations! You're halfway through the quiz. Take a quick breather, and if you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to Quiz Gym HQ, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a juicy new quiz. Drop your halftime score in the comments. Are you ready? Let's carry on. Question 26. Who led the Soviet Union during World War II? Joseph Stalin. A formidable leader of the Soviet Union during World War II, Stalin played a crucial role in shaping the outcome of the war and the post-war geopolitical landscape, leaving a controversial legacy. Question 27. Who was known as the Maid of Orleans? It was Joan of Arc. a courageous French heroine who played a pivotal role in the Hundred Years' War, inspiring troops and leading France to several key victories before her capture and eventual martyrdom. Question 28. What was the Viking homeland? Scandinavia! The Vikings, famed for their seafaring skills and fierce raids, originated from Scandinavia, leaving a lasting impact on European history through their exploration, trade, and conquests. Question 29. Which ancient city was buried by a volcano? It was Pompeii. The eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD buried the Roman city of Pompeii under ash, preserving it for centuries and providing a unique glimpse into ancient Roman life. Question 30. What was the Cold War's main rivalry? USA versus USSR. The Cold War rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union shaped global politics and led to significant events such as the space race and the Cuban Missile Crisis. Question 31. Who discovered penicillin? Alexander Fleming. Fleming discovered penicillin in 1928, revolutionizing medicine by introducing the first true antibiotic, which has saved countless lives since its discovery. Question 32. What document was signed in 1215? The Magna Carta, a landmark document in English history that limited the power of the monarchy, established principles of legal rights and justice, and laid the foundation for modern democracy and the rule of law. Question 33. Who was the British Queen during the Victorian era? Queen Victoria. Reigning from 1837 to 1901, Queen Victoria oversaw a period of British industrial expansion, cultural transformation, and the vast growth of the British Empire, known as the Victorian era. Question 34. Which Greek philosopher taught Alexander the Great? Aristotle, a renowned ancient Greek philosopher. He was a student of Plato and the teacher of Alexander the Great, who spread Greek culture and influence across 3 continents. Question 35. What was the primary language of the Roman Empire? Latin. It served as the official language of government, administration, and literature, exerting a profound influence on Western languages, including English. Question 36. Which ancient civilization had a code of laws known as Hammurabi's Code? Babylonian. Hammurabi's Code is one of the earliest known examples of written legal codes, providing insights into ancient Babylonian society and justice systems. Question 37. Who was the U.S. president during the Great Depression? Franklin D. Roosevelt. He led the nation during the Great Depression and implemented the New Deal policies to address economic challenges and revitalize the country's economy. Question 38. What empire was known for the Colosseum? The Roman Empire. The Colosseum in Rome was an iconic amphitheater used for gladiatorial contests and public spectacles, showcasing the empire's grandeur and entertainment culture. Question 39. Who was the first female Prime Minister of the UK? It was Margaret Thatcher. Known as the Iron Lady, Thatcher was the first female Prime Minister of the UK, implementing conservative economic policies that came to be known as Thatcherism. Question 40. Which war was fought between the Trojans and the Greeks? The Trojan War. A legendary conflict described in Homer's epic poem, The Iliad, was fought between the Trojans and the Greeks, resulting in the destruction of the city of Troy and serving as a central event in Greek mythology and literature. Question 41. Who led the Norman conquest of England? William the Conqueror, the bold and determined Duke of Normandy, led the Norman conquest of England, forever changing the course of English history and leaving an indelible mark on its culture. Question 42. Which war was fought between the North and South in the USA? The Civil War. It was fought between the Northern Union states and the Southern Confederate states, shaping the nation's identity and ultimately leading to the abolition of slavery. Question 43. What wall did Romans build in Britain? Hadrian's Wall. It served as a defensive fortification spanning across northern England, while also fostering a vibrant multicultural community of soldiers, merchants, and civilians at the edge of the Roman Empire. Question 44. Who was the first president of the USA? George Washington. Washington established key presidential precedents and policies, including the cabinet system and defending the western frontier, while overseeing the implementation of the Bill of Rights. Question 45. Which queen defeated the Spanish Armada? Queen Elizabeth I. One of England's most iconic monarchs, she led her nation to victory against the Spanish Armada, securing her throne and thwarting Spain's attempt to restore Catholicism to Protestant England. Question 46. What year did World War II start? It was 1939. Germany, led by Adolf Hitler, invaded Poland, prompting Britain and France to declare war, marking the start of a global conflict that reshaped the 20th century. Question 47. Who discovered America in 1492? Christopher Columbus. The Italian explorer seeking a westward sea route to Asia secured sponsorship from Spain after others had turned him down. Unknowingly, he stumbled upon the Americas instead, discovering a new continent. Question 48. What was the ancient Greek city-state known for warriors? It was Sparta. In Sparta, both men and women underwent rigorous physical education, with men trained from youth in military skills, while women also participated in athletics and likely received self-defense training, highlighting Sparta's focus on physical readiness for warfare. Question 49. Who was the first man on the moon? Neil Armstrong. The American astronaut made history as the first man to set foot on the moon during NASA's Apollo 11 mission, famously uttering the iconic words, "That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind." Question 50. Who founded the Mongol Empire? Genghis Khan. Famed for his military genius and brutal tactics, Khan also implemented progressive policies like religious tolerance. His prolific offspring have had a significant impact on the genetic makeup of today's population. And that's the end of the quiz. Thanks for playing. Let us know your final score in the comments. And if you enjoyed it, please like the video so others can see it. Subscribe and hit the notification bell, and tell us your favorite quiz subject. We carefully tailor content to serve our viewers, and we do read every comment. Until next time, see you again soon.